it has been quite a few days since I last showed you this area, and I haven't really done much of anything. I really hate to touch this area because the bees just still are all over the flowers on the ground, but it just looks ugly. I'm gonna try and save as many of the flowers that I can because they are just loving it. I have seen probably 4 different types of bees today, and I love it. So I'm going to just get in here, clean up this area a little bit. Got lots of stuff to do in the garden today. I want to start some more zucchinis, see if I can get a little bit more out of the growing season before it ends. So let's finish this project. Plus the chickens have kind of made their way over into this area, and they've also started eating the sunflower seeds out of the sunflowers. So I'm just gonna let this stuff kind of just hang out right here and dry. This is one sunflower. Right. Excuse the sweat on my face, but question. Are any of your kids obsessed right now with jumping spiders? Because mine is, and she wants one so bad. But I just found this little guy. Right there. And he is cute. I was just gonna pull this sunflower off, but maybe I'll leave it for him. I don't know. Let me know. Are your kids obsessed with them right now? Okay, I think that's good enough for now. I am going to leave this one because the bees are just loving it. Ugh. I'm gonna leave this one right here because the bees are just loving it. And I took out my abutulons that are in these pots because these pots hold water and they may just be getting too much water, so I'm just gonna take those out. I cut down my lavender. They are looking horrible. And I'm gonna move on to another project. Let's head into the garden. All right, what I'm gonna do, since I am not using this drip system section anymore, or at least for the time being, is I'm gonna plug it because I need this length of tube for what I'm doing in the other area. I'm changing out all of the sprinkler heads, so I need the tubing. All right, and just like that, it's plugged. So I want this one right here longer. I'm gonna untie this. Push it on there, and voila. So that is what I'm gonna do to these ones over here because I want this drip system emitter on eventually all of my beds. But since I'm starting out with the carrots and onions over here, I'm going to go ahead and do it over here. All right, and just like that, this bed is ready for seeds. And I want a mix of carrots in here, so I'm just gonna grab whatever carrots I have and just kind of sprinkle them everywhere, and then thin as needed. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with just a light dusting of perlite and cocoa coir mix, just real light, just to kind of cover those. I don't want to bury them too deep into the ground. And we're gonna call this good. For this side over here, I'm going to do the same, except I do not need to change out the tubes because they're long enough. So I'm just going to switch out the emitters, stick them in. To get them on, I'm sort of twisting and pushing at the same time so that I get them on nice and tight because I don't want it to pop off. But in this area over here, I am going to have onions. And so, I don't know, maybe I'll make rows. But yeah, maybe I'll make rows over here for the onions. And again, I don't want to go too deep, but I'm going to try and get 3 rows in here. That might be a little ambitious, but I'm going for it. 3, okay. All right, looks good. So I do need to order different varieties of onions, but for now we're just sticking with the ones that I already have, which these are the yellow sweet Spanish. And I'm just kind of go in and try and drop 1 every, I don't know, inch or 2. See how that works. I think that one just dropped 3. And since I only have 2 varieties of onions, what I'm gonna do is this middle row, I'm gonna do like half of each type. The other ones that I have are these Wethersfield Red. I may not even have enough to do half. So I'm gonna start these in the back row here. And I may just fill this row up right here with the yellow ones. Yeah, okay. That is done. And again, these I'm just gonna kind of lightly just pinch over. Like that. So bam, bam, bam. I'm going in with one more thing, and that is some Black Beauty zucchinis. And for these, I'm gonna put 2 in the ground just because, and I'm just gonna kind of put them in there and cover them up. That might have been a little deep, but that's okay. I'm gonna do one near each sprinkler. And then I think I'm just gonna leave the nasturtium and see what happens, because I don't want to get rid of it. But I will put one seed just kind of right there and just move the nasturtium out of the way. Whew, it is hot. I think that was overall productive. I did not yet address the powdery mildew issue. I will save that for another day because I'm done in the garden. So thanks for coming along with me, hanging out, planting some food, getting some vitamin D, enjoying life, and yeah, just being outside. I'll touch base in a few weeks to see if we have anything popping up. But until then, I hope that you have a beautiful day.